building crumbles. My heart thunders like gunfire. Bad-born blood ignites the Imperial Guard trial. Only one trainee will live. The commander fixes his stare on 15-year-old Luke and commands him. Take down 5 cyber-enhanced death row inmates in seconds. The inmates line up, weapons humming, poised to test his bullet-dodging skill. Luke's opening shot catches the noble's gaze. Alarms scream as Luke bolts into the arena. He darts low, reads each bullet's arc, and fires pinpoint shots, felling 3 inmates in seconds. The last 2 charge, but his trajectory control bounces their fire back, ending the trial. The commander nods, hands Luke a rare commendation. A cloaked noble steps forward, presenting a mysterious device. Luke smirks, declares, "I'll drop all 5 in 10 seconds flat." He tightens his grip, eyes scanning the arena. The guards feel the pressure, eyes glued to his speed and precision.
Only take me 10 seconds.
The first inmate lifts his weapon, glare fixed on Luke. A cyber inmate mutters a garbled N while eyeing Luke. Another throws a puzzled shout. Their startled noises betray doubt, hinting the implants don't grant composure. The commander raises the final signal. Lord Kuro's scouts linger nearby. Luke spots a chance to seize the Emperor's attention. He steels himself now or never. He plots a bold move that could skyrocket his standing. Luke straps the device to his forearm. The sensor cuff flickers, then steadies. His vision sharpens, though the overlay dims. He steadies his breath, ready for the next wave. A fresh line of cyber prisoners assembles. The commander watches Luke, noting his calm. He declares Luke's pain tolerance training must be exceptional. Luke smiles, soaking the approval. The commander nods, steps back, and the trial resumes. Inmate 12, a sly figure, steps forward, eyes glinting.
You're unfazed. You excelled at pain training, Luke.
I like you.
Luke eyes the device, feeling the weight of opportunity. He declares he cannot waste a chance that could lift him from poverty. His resolve hardens as he grips the gadget, ready for the next challenge.
I can't let this chance slip away.
The next trial pits Luke's newfound calm against a cyber beast. The noble tells Luke that those without a support system never fail the soldier cultivation. They rely solely on skill. Luke blinks, surprised, muttering he never expected a noble to admit flaws. He wonders what the noble wants. The exchange exposes the class gap and hints at a hidden patron.
Those without support never fail the soldier cultivation. You rely on skill.
A noble steps forward, slams a sleek metallic case onto Luke's wrist, instantly muting his hypersenses. He then unveils a humming mechanical eye that instantly tracks trajectories, proclaiming noble supremacy over commoners. Luke feels opportunity surge through his veins, knowing this device could catapult him from destitution to power. His resolve hardens as he embraces the noble's promise of a leader's destiny. A flickering holographic map of the Fourth Empire blazes across the chamber, 3 faction colors flashing ominously, leaving Luke dangling over a volatile power struggle that could shatter his newfound ambition.
The video is over, but the story isn't. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari. The fuse detonated, and I surged toward the Inferno-engulfed convoy. Luke and Play stare as flames claw the sky, then bolt for the illegal Korean outpost. Their boots hammer cracked metal, racing the blaze. A cold, ruthless command crackles from the commander, echoing over the crackling fire. The platoon assembles in the dust-choked courtyard. The commander strides forward, voice a steel blade, and bellows, "Kill all, no prisoners." Luke feels the order crush his spine. Play offers a grim nod, and every soldier clamps their rifles tighter. With guns primed, they stride toward the Korean shanties, tension coiling in their veins. Luke charges the front line, raises his rifle, and snaps a shot at the first target. Hama's voice steadies as she outlines the objective. Beyond a yawning gorge lies an illegal Korean outpost, a foothold in Imperial. She brands the drill a live-fire test of combat readiness. The trainees steel themselves, awaiting the order to exterminate every foe. The command rings out, "No prisoners. Kill them all." The squad snaps to attention, weapons thrumming. Luke and Play bellow the directive, and the trainees charge toward the gorge, guns poised for an unflinching barrage.
No prisoners, kill everyone.
Move out!
Fire on sight.
A child's scream slices through the clash, foreshadowing the looming tragedy. Luke and Play perch on the launch platform. A frail voice wails, "Mom, Mom," from a tiny figure curled behind a shattered wall. Luke spots the child, terror etched across his face. The platoon suddenly recognizes civilian lives at stake. The anguished cry forces them to confront the grim morality of their orders. Their gazes lock onto the trembling child, frozen by fear. The child clutches a threadbare doll, shaking uncontrollably. Terror roots him to the spot. Play drops to his knees, attempting comfort, yet the boy stays stone cold. The squad watches, the brutal order to exterminate everyone pressing down, even on the helpless. Their eyes linger on the unarmed child, a silent testament to innocence. Luke emphasizes the child's defenselessness, labeling him a non-combatant. A sudden flash erupts from the far wall, sending shards of debris scattering and silencing the outpost. The trainees stare, disbelief etched on their faces, as the explosion's source remains cloaked. The scene hints at a concealed Force user puppeteering the battlefield. Their next move must confront the unseen assailant. Luke spots Play lurking in the shadows, eyes narrowed. He demands, "Why are you there? What do you see?" Luke urges Play to stay calm, promising his hesitation won't be reported. The exchange strives to keep control amid rising panic.
Play.
Luke demands, "Did the captain know about this hidden settlement?" Hama replies she never received intel. The captain kept it secret. OC steps forward, apologizing to Luke for dropping his guard, then orders the squad to rest while he tends the wounded.
Did the captain know about this?
Luke, I let my guard down. No excuses.
The next move hinges on the captain's true intent. Luke admits his hesitation allowed the Force user to slip away. Play vows redemption, promising to reclaim the base. He boasts years of studying Force users, swearing he'll do whatever it takes. The squad rallies, primed to retake the settlement.
My hesitation caused this problem.
I'll fix it.
Luke unleashes his railgun, the bolt piercing the enemy soldier as the battlefield timer ticks down. The Imperial insignia flares, confirming the squad's sanctioned status as the Empire's official guard.
I got him.
Han!
The true cost of the kill soon surfaces. A wounded civilian child collapses on the ground. Hama kneels, eyes widening, whispering, "Death? How? You're just a child." The squad witnesses the tragic fallout of their orders, morale cracking.
Death? How? You're just a child.
A hidden power watches the scene. The tactical HUD blazes BB across Luke's visor, signaling the battle bonus has depleted. OC frowns, noting the dwindling energy. Luke fires his railgun, the bolt piercing the enemy soldier as the battlefield timer ticks down. The Imperial insignia flares, confirming the squad's sanctioned status as the Empire's official guard. Hama kneels beside a dying child, voice cracking as the team's morale shatters. The loss of battle bonus drains confidence, yet a cold loyalty to the Empire steals their resolve. The outpost smolders, a child's corpse among the wreckage, and the squad confronts the looming question. Will their fresh Imperial mandate shield them from the fallout of their ruthless advance? Welcome to the best Manhwa community on YouTube. Make it official, subscribe to Manhwa with Hari. Alarm screeched, but I'd already burst through the exit. The recovery ward glowed cold, sterile lights humming over a metal cot where Luca's synthetic skin was wrapped in bandages. Claude hovered, his gaze scanning every scar. Luck stared as the chief Centurion strode in, clipboard clutched tight. The Centurion barked. Did anyone spot a Force user in the blast? Their answers could expose why the shockwave missed them. Their mute stares whispered a deeper conspiracy. Luck pressed his back to the wall, voice a low whisper. The blast was a trial, he said, to see if cadets can survive without the seniors stepping in.
A combatant advanced, a prosthetic arm humming with raw energy. The cadets instantly recognized the cutting-edge Imperial upgrade. When the arm powered up, it smashed a training dummy in a single blow. Claude nodded at the obvious boost. Luck kept his skepticism. Over the comms, a frantic voice urged, Join the Hari squad with a sub before the system crashes. The demonstration shifted. Now the cadets faced a Korean paladin, a true test of their steel. The arena dimmed as a Korean paladin materialized, armor thrumming with power. Its arrival forced Claude and Luck into motion. Luck unsheathed his blade, eyes narrowed. Claude cocked his plasma rifle. The paladin lifted a shimmering shield, deflecting their opening salvo. After the force blast, Claude reiterated, "Both sides share the same purpose." Luck snarled, "Liar." Their argument deepened amid the sterile glow of the ward. Claude tried to cloak his ambition in rhetoric. Luck refused to be swayed. Their words sharpened the rift, setting a volatile tone for the upcoming neutral zone recon.
Both of us share the same purpose.
Liar.
Their tension spiked as they prepared for the mission. Claude provoked, "If your devotion truly exceeds loyalty, you'd have killed me by now." Luck answered, "I've done enough. Stop pushing yourself too hard." The exchange laid bare their conflicting standards of duty and personal limits, hinting at a breaking point before the mission. Claude pressed, "My sister's cute, and you're popular, Luck." Then he silenced Luck with a sharp command. Luck was left speechless. Claude's emotional leverage set the tone for their upcoming confrontation with the paladin.
Think about it. My sister's cute. You're popular, Luck. Shut up.
The paladin charged, and the two must decide who attacks first. Claude ordered the squad to fall back into cover, holding the front line. Luck moved to the rear, laying suppressing fire. A teammate felt a sudden biological reaction, a warning that danger was close. The group tightened formation, scanning the dim corridor. Claude shouted, "Something lies ahead. Stay vigilant." A faint glow ahead hinted at a looming enemy. Claude lunged with his plasma edge as the towering Korean paladin stepped forward, its humming blade deflecting the strike and then delivering a crushing blow that sent Claude sprawling to the floor. Luck watched, eyes widening, his confidence shattering as his brother-in-arms fell, while the squad's morale teetered on the brink of panic. Fearing the loss of their unbreakable front, the paladin hovered, weapon humming, ready to strike again, leaving the team poised between desperate retaliation and imminent annihilation as darkness seeped through the flickering corridor lights. The next chapter recap drops in days. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari before it goes live.
Blood pools on the floor, still fresh as gunfire erupts. Claude's torso flickers out, consumed by a blazing spear. The mechanic's code cracks, spiraling into digital chaos. Bad-born blood blazes on screen, announcing Season 2 and Jin-Woo Park's name. The crimson ground screams of a recent slaughter. From the start, we know Park drives a brutal war. Claude's torso loss forces a desperate, near-impossible battle. The next beat will pit him against his own emptiness. Wo crashes onto the broken arena, eyes burning through ash and steel. He lifts a hand, and his squad fans out, sealing a defensive wall around the wounded. His sudden presence tips the scales, granting the battered fighters a breath.
Claude bellows, "If we survive just a dozen seconds, the guard will show." He urges Petit to keep blocking. Their spears clash against the monster's savage blows, each impact buying a heartbeat. Claude watches distant signal lights flicker, a glimmer of rescue. Their whispered promise to join the Hari squad fuels their desperate defense.
If we hold on for just a dozen or so seconds, I'm sure the Imperial Guard member watching will get here.
The monster snarls louder as the guard's signal flickers. A distant cry, "No," pierces the arena. Claude grimaces, realizing the guard won't arrive in time. He snarls, "It's not just a dozen seconds. That's too long." Huamao bellows a guttural "Hua-ho" that reverberates across the arena. The wall clock ticks louder, displaying time code L2S0, reminding all that the battle timer still runs. His shout fuels the fighters' urgency, urging them to press harder. The dwindling time forces Claude to risk more with his damaged arm. The timer's pressure pushes Claude toward a desperate choice. Claude clutches his torso as searing pain radiates from his severed arm, yet he refuses to drop his spear. He slams the weapon into the monster's flank, shoulder absorbing the next strike. Bloodless metal sparks as the beast snaps forward, forcing Claude to brace with his remaining limb.
I can't use my hand anymore.
The Imperial Guard finally emerges from the shadows, armor glinting, weapons raised. Energy blasts roar toward the monster, forcing it back. Claude lowers his spear, exhausted, as the guard's arrival shifts the tide. His sister sighs in relief, stepping forward to aid him. The guard's intervention ends the immediate threat and reveals their true purpose. Claude collapses onto the sand after the guard's blasts. His sister rushes to his side, wrapping a bandage around his bleeding wound. The Imperial Guard forms a perimeter, rifles humming as they lock onto the monster's retreating form. Huamao steps forward, scanning the field with a handheld device. The guard's presence stops the creature from charging again. Zooming in on the arena's control screen, the display reads, it shows the remaining power cells in Claude's suit. His suit flashes a warning light, indicating only 10 units left. Huamao notes the rapid drain. Voy Wo steps back, calculating the odds. The monster's breach widens, letting a thin plume of acid seep out. Claude grips the spear tighter, aware each power unit buys him precious time. Claude must decide whether to retreat or press the attack. The timer hits. Claude's suit power drops to 0, lights extinguishing. His limbs freeze, the spear slipping from his grip. The monster's roar erupts, filling the arena. Claude's sister screams, dropping the stabilizer. Claude's suit flashes red as power drains to 0. His armless torso thrusts the spear into the monster's flank, while a cloaked Crimson Clan figure on the balcony activates a hidden transmitter, plunging the arena into darkness. Claude loses his remaining arm. His sister's panic shatters his resolve, and the arena's cheering turns to dread as his life hangs by a trembling spear, threatening everything he fights for. Behind the balcony, the cloaked mastermind whispers a promise of harsher trials. The monster roars with renewed vigor, and the timer blinks ominously, leaving Claude's fate and the arena's survival hanging in peril.
Done. Subscribe to Manwa with Harry.
The echo of the blast fades, but the next challenger already charges. Cal's Legion clashes with Corrine's Holy Knight, steel sparking against scarred metal. The arena blazes with fresh wounds. Luke, breath ragged, stands among fresh recruits. The instructor points to the pulsing Legion insignia on his chest, a beacon for the watching slum crowd. A flare rockets skyward, signaling the trial's start. Luke clenches his fists, eyes locked on the armored knight. The Holy Knight brandishes a spear that crackles with raw energy, humming as it bends the air. Luke watches the glowing tip, his Legion armor flickering a cold blue. The knight lunges, faster than any trainee could follow. A holographic display flickers above the arena, projecting live combat statistics. The readout shows 9 support drones still orbit the Imperial side. Beneath it, a solitary digit tracks the remaining enemy spearmen. Archer's plasma strike shatters another drone, reducing the Imperial count to 8. The dwindling enemy numbers spark hope among the trainees. Commanders scan the data, calibrating reinforcements on the fly. The next strike could seal the guard's fate. The arena floor splits, revealing a pulsing energy core beneath the battlefield. A surge of violet light erupts, igniting surrounding dust in a radiant blaze. From the fissure, a colossal mechanized titan erupts, ancient armor clanking with a weight of forgotten wars. The Imperial Guard tightens its line, resolve hardening. Cal leans on his battered shield, armor scarred by the spear's impact. Luke steadies his stance, synthetic flesh still sparking with residual energy. Titan watches from afar, spear lowered in contemplation. A squad of armored reinforcements rolls onto the arena floor, rifles humming with luminous charge. Their arrival tilts the balance decisively toward the guard. The next scene captures Luke's voice cracking with shock. The chaotic arena, smoke curling from the shattered spear, distant clanks echoing. He raises his voice, demanding answers. Who survived the clash? Pain cracks his tone. He claws at his wound, whispering a desperate plea. The raw plea reveals his dwindling strength. Luke's eyes widen as pain spikes, and he lets out a raw exclamation, a stark cry of frustration and fear. The sound cuts through the arena, drawing medics to his side. This brief outburst signals the breaking point of his endurance.
Garbage.
The guard tightens his grip on his weapon, eyes locked on Luke's reckless stance. He warns that seeing Luke act so carelessly makes him fear Luke could actually die in the coming fight. The warning raises the personal stakes, showing that even allies are terrified of losing him. It matters because Luke's potential death threatens the Empire's future and the guard's own hopes.
Seeing you act like that scares me you might die.
Titan's spear looms as the next challenge approaches. A senior guard strides into the blood-spattered field, points toward the distant horizon, and proclaims that Luke's dreamed of destiny lies just ahead, igniting a brutal march toward the Empire's command. Luke feels his heart hollow, fearing he will lose himself while chasing the wealth, fame, and power promised by his lineage. The confession shatters his ambition, leaving his resolve trembling. The guard tightens his grip, warns that Luke's reckless stance could cost him his life in the upcoming fight, and his eyes flash with a grim prediction that looms over the wounded trainee.
Giving you the best Manhwa content is my job. Hitting that subscribe button is yours. Welcome to Manwa with Harry.
Wreckage mutters my name. 3 cadets dead. An Imperial guard erased. Empire eyes profit. A dealer rolls out a sleek chassis, flashing hollow parts. He asks, looking for new parts? Luca, fresh from slums, scans specs. Dealer pushes the res model. Promises rapid adaptation. Fast field deployment follows. Luca weighs quick upgrade against thin credits. This choice could fast-track his Imperial Guard path. He soon learns the model may hide a hidden danger. Dealer leans in, urging Luca to choose the model. Luca hesitates. A sudden hollow alert blips, startling both. Dealer snarls, "Stop popping up like that." He asks if the surprise caught Luca off guard. Luca mutters, "My bad." Lillian smiles faintly, recalling her brother's stories. He praised Luca's skill among cadets, hoping to bridge a gap.
My brother praised you, said you were talented.
I know your background. I prefer fewer formalities. Their shared history softens tension, showing family ties could shape future alliances. Luca then probes whether Lillian will accept his offer to cooperate.
Luca leans forward, eyes searching Lillian's face. He admits he knows little about her, yet his dead brother urged connection.
Are you opposed? I know nothing about you. Let's get to know each other. His plea forces Lillian to choose suspicion or partnership, a decision that could reshape their roles in the looming Imperial conflict.
Bella steps forward, declares she wants Kinyuan's instruction. Kinyuan replies fighting offers nothing new for her. She already excels. He admits only a few cadets ever surpass her skill. Bella absorbs praise, admits there are still opponents stronger than her. She says she is content being the top cadet for now. This matters because her confidence drives her to face tougher foes.
Well, here I am. I want to learn from you, instructor.
If it's fighting, there's nothing I can teach you. You're already skilled. Only a few cadets surpass your skill.
That means there are still people stronger than me. I'm satisfied being the best among cadets.
A cloaked figure steps forward, whispering Vaughn in a low tone. Another hidden observer replies with a curt "Yo." Their words echo through the arena, hinting a covert plan. The Bellato faction's presence becomes clear. They monitor the training to manipulate outcomes. Their interference could undermine Bella's progress and affect the Empire's larger conflict. The next scene reveals the hidden agenda behind those whispers. The arena falls silent after the cloaked whisper. Luca flinches, muttering "Huh?" as the air crackles. Bella steps forward, visor glowing, ready to fight. Her resolve pushes the team past the hidden threat. Lights dim, hinting a new danger.
A cloaked Bellato operative whispers Vaughn, triggering hidden assassins in the arena's upper gallery to spring their trap as Bella and Kinyuan stare down the dying attacker. Bella revels in her hard-won victory, feeling Kinyuan's approving nod ignite pride. Yet Luca's panicked whisper reveals a looming betrayal that could shatter her confidence. Meanwhile, Luca's augmentations flare, shadowed Bellato cloaks converge on the arena's rim, and Bella's visor flickers, leaving everyone wondering whether she will confront the hidden faction or retreat.
Your support means more than you know. Subscribe to Manwa with Harry and be part of something real.
Flames devour the skyline, yet hope flickers. The Empire sank billions into his chassis, but the new combat algorithm gnaws at his thoughts. Luke steps onto the steel platform, muscles coiled. He launches a straight jab aiming for Qin Yuan's jaw, convinced the angle guarantees a knockout. The fist schemes the skin, missing the mark. The whiff exposes raw gaps in his technique. One misstep in battle can cost a life.
From my angle, the first strike should have hit Qin Yuan's chin.
Rock watches, eyes narrowed, ready to grind Luke harder. Rock strides forward, his cybernetic leg humming with power. He bellows his name, a war cry to kick off the drill. Luke leans on a humming console, wiping sweat from his synthetic forearm. He admits his schedule has been a grind, 1 month of daily sparring with Qin. The routine hammers his reflexes but leaves his mind frayed. He worries the algorithm strain will crack his psyche. The trainer nods, promising a deeper explanation soon.
I've been busy, 1 month sparring with Qin daily.
Rock steps in to explain the superior combat algorithm. Rock towers before the class, projecting the combat algorithm onto a holo screen. He touts it as a superior system that fuses every weapon into a single, instantly adaptable fighting style, using the mind as conduit. Trainees stare at the flickering data, feeling its crushing complexity.
The city's lifeblood is magma, its waste heat and toxic fumes choking the lower sector. Luke recalls inhaling the poisoned air as a child, feeling trapped by the fumes and fearing a lifetime of failure. The environment pushes him to prove himself. Qin Yuan gestures toward a narrow path leading down to the lower district. Qin Yuan strides ahead, pointing to a cramped tunnel. "This way, Luke," he says, guiding him through vents and stairwells he knows like a second skin. Their route plunges deeper toward the magma vents, a dangerous assignment looming. The instructor later mentions the prosthetic gear. Qin Yuan halts beside a rusted supply locker. Luke steps into the Empire's furnace-like sector, the scorching air searing his skin. He curses the unbearable temperature, wondering what comes next. A nearby operative replies with a single word, "Low," acknowledging the danger. The extreme heat tests the limits of their low-output limbs, foreshadowing a critical showdown.
The hardest place in the Empire, what?
Low.
Rock prepares the final order as the magma threatens to burst.
Luke straps the low-output prosthetics and dives into the Empire's searing magma tunnel. Qin Yuan leading the way, while Rock's command echoes, to capture the elusive boss Aleph. Power stripped, Luke's metal joints creak under the scorching heat, desperation sharpening as he risks death to prove loyalty and seize the Empire's secret. A hidden threat flickers on the console. The operative's cryptic reply hints Aleph watches, leaving Luke poised at the furnace's edge with no clear escape.
I spend hours crafting these recaps so you can enjoy them in minutes. If you appreciate that, subscribe to Manwa with Hari.
Blood still splatters the floor, the timer counts down. Neon signs flicker bad-born blood in broken glyphs. From the slum's edge, Luca watches the crowd, his eyes locked on the Imperial Guard selection screen. The Blood Council emblem blazes across the arena walls. The announcer's voice booms a special match. Luca's pulse spikes. His low-output body has drawn the council's gaze. Murmurs ripple as the first combatants step forward. A commander barked, "Bring the challenger into the ring." Arena lights dim. The gate yawns open. A towering figure steps onto the platform, a sealed data chip clutched tight. Lady Arya watches from the control balcony, eyes ice cold. She flicks her wrist, signaling the arena master. Hyunwoo whispers to the lingering spirit Aleph, begging calm. The phantom flickers, recalling the water lesson, change, not loss. He steadies his breath, feeling the arena's pressure mount. The moment grants a fleeting focus before the next combatant appears. He tightens his concealed weapon, ready to clash.
Aleph, I'm calmed down.
Hyun, the cheering crowd, hearing them crave his limbs, his face torn. He smiles darkly, calling the prospect not bad and even good. He embraces the violence, seeing it as proof of his resolve. This mindset steels him for the brutal match ahead. The arena's hidden sponsors watch, ready to profit from his blood. Hyunwoo feels the arena's sands shift beneath his feet, a surge of familiarity flooding him. He tells himself he finally feels home, the place where his power belongs. The belief grounds him, allowing him to ignore the surrounding danger. It also signals to the spirit that he is ready for the final test. Aleph hints that a deeper secret lies beneath the Colosseum's floor. Kang Hyunwoo faces a shadowy spirit that decrees his next opponent, Gabriel the Steel Fist. The arena's mist swirls, coalescing into the enigmatic Aleph, sealing a deadly pact that crackles with foreboding. Hyunwoo trades lingering doubt for ruthless confidence, soaking in the crowd's bloodthirsty cheers as proof his flesh, not metal, still commands power. With the 2-hour timer ticking, Gabriel looms beyond the shifting sands. The spirit vows to reveal its true purpose only if Hyunwoo emerges victorious, leaving his fate hanging over the arena's thunderous roar.
Something major happens to this character very soon. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari before the spoilers find you.
Smoke curls from the ruined arena. A jagged assassin, limbs cobbled from scrap, lurches forward, eyes locked on the lone survivor. Kang Hyunwoo stands, no arms, no legs, only burning eyes. Kinyuan stripped him, demanding pure wit. With a cold grin, Kinyuan pulls the lever, unleashing the first wave. A grizzled mercenary saunters to the crippled fighter, humming a ragged tune. In her hand, a jagged blade of mismatched steel glints. She cares only for the bounty that jingles in her pocket. She sneers, raising the blade.
I don't care as long as I get paid.
She lunges, the first strike crackling with menace. The challenger's limbs are a hodgepodge of mismatched parts. Gears, pistons, rusted steel. A sudden, ticklish jab from Gabriel's lower limb catches Hyunwoo off guard. He realizes that with real limbs, the blow would have shattered him like a ripe fruit. The bizarre sting exposes Gabriel's erratic style, demanding rapid adaptation.
What the hell is that ticklish kick? Normal parts would have exploded like fruit.
The cramped arena tightens, promising an explosive clash. Hyunwoo surveys the narrowing arena, walls inching inward, sealing every exit. Dwindles, forcing him into a head-on clash with Gabriel. The stakes surge as escape vanishes.
The arena's walls tighten.
Kinyuan watches from the balcony, his hand poised on the final lever. Gabriel hammers each strike, carving death with every blow.
2 glowing orbs hover over the arena floor, mimicking eyes. A burning target circles them, declaring Hyunwoo's sight as the only asset. The system broadcasts his vision as his lone weapon. The cue forces him to battle with nothing but perception. Gabriel's massive frame looms, ready to crush him. Yoon-jae steps forward, voice sharp. Luca, you've already tasted Ares' combat with your own talent. Luca snarls, ugh. The reminder forces him to face his past battles, his frustration flaring.
Luca, you've already experienced Ares' combat with your own talent.
Luca's anger spikes as Gabriel looms, testing his resolve.
Kinyuan strides into the arena, coldly admitting he ripped Hyunwoo's limbs away. He lifts the massive cannon arm as a glowing glyph erupts beneath his feet, announcing a lethal new rule. Hyunwoo's arsenal crumbles, hope shattering beneath the crowd's jeers. Kinyuan's smug grin forces him to face utter helplessness, sparking a desperate will to survive. The cannon arm hums, the glyph pulses. Kinyuan's eyes promise unseen horrors. Hyunwoo confronts a looming annihilation he cannot see, his fate hanging on a single breath.
New Manwa, new chapters, same quality every week. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and make it part of your routine.
Kinyuan whispered loyalty, then snapped it for a single credit chip. Gabriel steps into the stark training arena, a cage of steel and silence. He points out the walls strip away chaos, forcing every opponent into a pattern. The arena locks variables, he says, eyes narrowed. He boasts he can read every strike before it lands. His confidence proves he trusts cold calculation over raw muscle. The moment cements his analytical edge.
It's a controlled zone. I can predict their moves.
Kinyuan's next lesson hangs in the air. Gabriel freezes, eyes flickering like dying embers. He confesses his swagger hides a gnawing doubt. My skill isn't endless, he admits, voice low. An opponent circles, probing his resolve.
The dealer gestures, noting most citizens survive on cheap tech, making older models a match for Gabriel's system. He confesses his own poverty, cobbling parts wherever he could. He offers to buy Gabriel's current limbs, swapping them within a tight budget. Gabriel snarls, "Give me combat-grade gear." The dealer sighs, "My funds only buy used casual parts." Gabriel's combat edge teeters on the quality of these upgrades.
Most walk fine with cheap tech. Older models would suffice. I was poor, used whatever I could. I'll buy your limbs, fit new parts within budget.
At least use combat models.
Gabriel's anger spikes, leading to a volatile outburst. Gabriel and Luca stride onto the colossal training grounds, a replica of the Colosseum. Steel pillars loom. Cadets line the perimeter, eyes fixed. An instructor points to obstacle courses, laser grids humming. Gabriel surveys the maze, calculating speed and precision. This arena decides Imperial Guard candidacy. Failure means a lost future. The next drill will test their new technique. Gabriel launches the first drill, sprinting through laser grids, evading moving spikes. He triggers enhanced reflexes, slicing obstacles with razor precision. A dummy crashes into the wall behind him, sensors flashing a perfect pass. The drill logs reaction time and energy drain. It proves whether his upgrades survive real combat stress. Luke snaps, "It's because I'm not interested." An officer interjects, "Luke, you could phrase that more politely." The reprimand reveals Luke's blunt edge and the danger of alienating allies. Tension builds, foreshadowing a clash with the Ramones family. The brewing dispute promises a showdown between Luke and the Ramones. Luca confronts Gabriel, demanding the reason for his hatred. "No time for romance," Luca snarls. "My orphan roots give me no safety net if I fall." He admits his fear of losing everything. The exchange exposes Luca's deep insecurity, fueling resentment toward the elite. His doubts steer him toward the looming deal with the Ramones.
Luca storms Gabriel, demanding the truth behind his hatred. Luke's shouted warning pierces the tension, urging Luca to rethink his ruthless stance. A glowing Thuko glyph erupts, heralding the looming arena trial. Luca feels fragile trust crack, realizing his harshness drives allies away. His suspicion of Lillian's scheme threatens his lone wolf image. Luke's plea flickers, offering a fleeting chance at redemption. Gabriel's breath quickens, hidden feelings for play and the girls surfacing. The courier promises another inspection. The four-gate glyph looms, heralding a deadly test. Who will survive?
We don't just read the action, we read the lore. Subscribe to Manwa with Harry and dive deep.